guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. I am Muphidaht and I would like it if you click down below to subscribe to my channel. So I already did my skin prep here. I'm just going ahead to apply some sunscreen. I'm using the Elta MD Sunscreen. I love this sunscreen except that it's a little casty for my skin, but it works really great because it doesn't break me out and it has niacinamide, which helps my skin so much. I told you guys that I was going to be coming back with the makeup tutorial of the makeup that I did in the vlog, like a more detailed version of it. So this is it. I told you guys in the vlog, if you haven't watched the vlog yet, I will link it down below and above in the card so you guys can go ahead and watch it. So yeah, I told you guys I was going to come back with a video, so here's the video. I'm just rubbing the sunscreen into my skin. Like, it takes a while to settle, so I'm just, you know, doing that. Even though I'm going to be applying makeup, I just want the sunscreen to like sit on my face for a bit. So I allowed the sunscreen to sit on my face for a bit, and I'm just, you know, moisturizing my lips with the Lingerie lip sleeping mask. I think that's what it's called. It's super hydrating, and yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I told you guys this primer has like become my favorite primer. Of course, I have other primers I like, but I really like this for a longer lasting base. It's hydrating. It makes sure that the makeup like just grips on tight onto my skin, and that is what I want. I have oily skin, so things tend to move around on my skin a lot. So I love this primer. It works really amazing for my skin. If you have oily skin, do not drift away from hydro or hydrating primers. They work really well, especially this one. I'm just, you know, pushing it into my skin to make sure that it stays in there and, you know, grips onto the next product that I'm going to be applying onto my face. So for the next products I'm going to be applying onto my face is going to be the Fenty setting powder in the shade Honey. I love this setting powder. It's really close to my skin tone. This makes sure that the shine on my skin is like toned down, and it creates like a barrier between my skin and my foundation that I'm going to be applying. It just makes sure that my skin stays a little less shiny for a little longer. It makes sure that the makeup doesn't slip and slide on my face. I know people will be like, oh my god, this is like so much powder, this is too much for me, you're over drying your skin, blah blah. But you guys should see my skin prep. Like, I just go in with so many hydrating products, and I use the hydrating primer. You guys saw that. So yeah, for the foundation I'm using today, I'm using the Esteé Lauder Double Wear Foundation in the shade I forgot the name of the shade I was using, honestly. I would link everything down below so you guys can go ahead and check in the description box. I'm blending it out with the Yoshi Cosmetics flat foundation brush. This foundation brush is like super easy to use. I wasn't home, so like I travel with the Yoshi Cosmetics brush set along with some of my Vita Joseph brushes, which I cannot do without. So yeah, I just keep going with the foundation bit by bit until the amount of coverage I want is achieved. So I just you know, keep blending it till everything looks really seamless. The Estee Lauder foundation is one of the best foundations I've like used. I love how long it lasts on my skin. If you have dry skin, you should probably skip the powder before foundation step, but if you have oily skin, like extremely oily skin, you can just go ahead and do a light layer of powder before applying your foundation. So I'm going to cream contour my face first. I'm using the black Opal stick foundation in the shade Suede Mocha, and I'm blending it out with the Real Techniques, I think there's a contour brush. I'm not sure the exact name of this brush, but it has a really nice slant to it, so it's able to go in the crevices and corners or the contours of my face to blend everything out seamlessly. I'm just blending the area around my cheekbones. I'm blending it upwards, and then I'm blending the area around my hairline inwards, like towards my hairline, so that everything looks really seamless. Usually I apply my concealer first for highlighting, but most days when I use the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation, I like to do the contour first, because when you apply the foundation, everything on your face tends to dry fast, so you have to work fast. So I just prefer to apply my contour before my highlight. Now I'm just blending the contour on my nose. You do not have to contour your nose. It's absolutely unnecessary. I'm doing it because I can. I love the shape of my nose. So yeah, I just want to have like a really snatched face. So I'm just basically going over with a beauty blender to take off any excess products. This step is absolutely necessary. If you use brushes, you should use beauty blenders as well. For concealer today, I'm applying the Too Faced Multi Sculpting Concealer in the shade Butterscotch. I love how thick and creamy this foundation is. I love that concealer, sorry. I love that it doesn't crease on me. You'd be amazed about how many products people rave about that are like creaseless and crease on me. It's like really amazing. This foundation is not a matte formula. It's really creamy, and I just love that it stays put wherever you put it, especially because I have oily skin. I'm really concerned about the kind of products I apply onto my face. So I'm just blending it out with the Evita Joseph Tall Light Collection brush. This brush is amazing for blending out really thick products. I'm just blending the area over my mustache because I have some hyperpigmentation there, and I just love to put concealer there because it just helps in like sculpting my entire face. I'm going ahead to blend out the area over my forehead. The last area that I am going to blend out is definitely the area under my eyes, because I like the concealer to sit there for a bit before I just, you know, blend it out. For a seamless, creaseless under eye, you need to go over with a beauty blender after you blend it out with a brush. You can also just blend out with a beauty blender. You can just skip the brush, but I often like to use a brush before a beauty blender because it just helps my base look really nice. I just love using a brush before a beauty blender. So I'm just going over the areas that I applied the concealer. I'm just, you know, blending everything out. Now I'm going over the area that I applied the contour products. I'm not going in with any extra products. I'm just going in with the brush just to clean up any concealer that might have gone a little further that I wanted it to, just to make my face come back with the sculpt, just in case I lost it while blending the concealer. I'm gonna go ahead and go over my nose contour because I lost it when I was blending out my concealer. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. This is an oldie but a goodie. I really love this product. What I do is I go in with a damp beauty blender and I push in the powder underneath my eyes and wherever I applied the really light concealer first, because my face crease very fast. I like to set my face, the area with a thicker, creamier product. I use a very thin layer of the powder and I push it into my skin to make sure that everything is like really absorbed and there's nothing liquid or too creamy moving on my face because of the oil production and all that. It's a whole technical thing, but yeah, I'm going over the area over my brows because I'm gonna be doing my brows really soon, just to make sure that area is like matte and smooth so that the brow product applies more smoothly. I did my brows off camera. I would link a detailed brow tutorial down below for you guys. Now I of course primed my eyes with the same concealer that I used, which was a Too Faced multi sculpting concealer. So I'm just going over with a light layer of setting powder to just set my lid area and my brows as well. Now I'm going over my brows to just make sure everything looks really nice. I wanted a really stand out-ish brow because my eyelashes weren't that big. They were like really minimal eyelashes in my opinion. So yeah, I'm just correcting my brow and I'm just gonna go ahead and continue with the rest of my face. For my eyes, I'm going in with the Jackie Aina X Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette. I went in with the shade Ginger. I put that into my crease. Now I wouldn't be able to remember all the names of the shades that I used. I just went in with the shade Ginger. I put that in my crease. I remember that so well. And I went in with the dark brown color in the eyeshadow palette. I put that on the outer V part of my eye just to create a smoky effect. Now I'm just blending it upwards and outwards, just concentrated at the outer V portion of my eyelid. I just wanted to create light smoky eye, like a soft smoky eye. I didn't want like a really dark smoky eye. I just wanted some eyeshadow on my lid and I didn't want to do anything way too complicated. So I'm just going straight ahead to apply the gold shimmery shade in that eyeshadow palette onto the middle part of my lid, actually from the inner portion of my lid to the center portion of my lid, all over my lid, with a flat shader brush from Evita Joseph. This is a basic eye look that I usually go for, and it just, you know, goes with a lot of outfits, especially if I want to do a really nice bold ombre lip. I just do this eyeshadow because it's soft, it's pretty, and it's very simple and quick. Now I'm just, you know, smoking out the outer portion of my eye and making sure that the lid color doesn't go overboard on my eyelids. I love how this eyeshadow came together. Now I'm just going above my crease just to make sure that no shimmer or no dark color climbed onto or way too close to my brows. Now I'm just going onto the lower lash line just to apply the dark brown color from the eyeshadow onto my lower lash line. Yeah, so this is just to give me like a smoky effect. I went ahead to apply some inner corner highlight. I went over my waterline. I tight lined my eyes with some black eyeliner, and I applied my lashes off camera. Now I'm applying a bronzer. I use the Fenty coconutty bronzer. This bronzer is way softer than the Mocha Mami. The Mocha Mami is like way too red. I think it goes on as a nice blush rather than a contour color for me. Now I'm just going in with the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder in the shade Mahogany. I'm just using that to blend the excess translucent powder into my skin. Now I told you guys, I use a whole lot of powder, but I'm just going to make everything melt into my skin. You guys are gonna see that in just a sec. I love the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. I can't wait to film a much more detailed talk through tutorial for you guys. Now I'm applying my blush. I'm using the Milani Big Blush in the shade Red Vino. I love to put blush on my nose as well. I'm just being extra. It just makes me look really nice. Now I'm going in with a smaller brush just to do some minimal blending right before I go ahead and set my face. I'm using the Real Techniques setting brush. Now I'm using the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray to depowder my face, and I'm going in with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Gold Deposit. This is my absolute favorite highlighter. I wasn't using a lot because in reality, using way too much highlighter on your face if you have oily skin and going out to have your makeup last all day is not a very good idea. Now I'm going in with my second setting spray, which is the Benai Final Seal setting spray. This is the final look. For my lips, I would put the list of the lip colors that I used. I'm sorry I didn't get the way I did my lips. Hopefully in another video. Thank you so much for watching. Happy New Year, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.